Hey guys, welcome back to Nova Chat, and here I am with Urkikk. Say hello, Urkikk. How you doing, man?
Hello, I'm a last man who
Yeah,
also uses the grave.
you're the biggest Lance main I know. Like this guy is serious about Lance. Like you're always sending me so much information on Lance and all your thoughts about Lance all the time.
Yes, very useful information.
Yeah, bro. You put me to shame, honestly. You put me to shame. But it's good to have you here today. I know I just called it Nova Chat, but I'm thinking I might call it Hunter Chat instead. I'm still thinking about that, but Hunter Chat sounds pretty good. So yeah, okay. I got a couple questions for you before we start. But I guess you kind of already spoke it. Lance is your favorite weapon, your main weapon. That's cool. But I got another question for you then. Do you have a secondary weapon?
Insect Glaive is obvious.
Oh yeah, that is obvious because on the Discord you talk about Insect Glaive a lot.
Yes,
You're a big fan. What do you like about Insect Glaive?
uh, a lot of things like the speed, the aerial, the Kinsect.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I like about Insect Glaive, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I guess it's kind of interesting. It's quite a unique weapon compared to the rest because you have the insect with you, your Kinsect, that you have to manage as well. Not many weapons have a facet like that with their weapons. They're a bit more straightforward.
I like to fight with my bug buddy.
A bit Mr. Bug Boy over here. I like it. That's pretty cool. And so before we started recording, you told me so you started from Monster Hunter World. Okay, that was your first game, right?
Yes,
So you played
took
World.
me a while to get into the game.
Okay,
Like,
but you finally got there. You finally started to it clicked with you, and then you're like, okay, Monster Hunter, I love it, right?
yes,
Nice, nice,
yes,
nice. So you played World, Iceborne. Did you play Rise and Sunbreak as well?
yes, I
Cool,
do.
cool. And then Wilds as well. So you played everything 5th gen onwards.
Yes.
Sweet, nice.
Maybe except story and yeah.
Yeah, I guess stories 2 isn't included in the generations. So I don't. Yeah, it's a bit different. So that makes sense. But you played the 5 games of 5th and 6th gen, which is good. That's good. Nice.
Okay.
And today you came to me saying you wanted to talk about Lance, which is kind of obvious because you're the biggest Lance guy I know,
Of course, yes.
the Lance fanatic himself. Okay. Well, Urkikk, if you want to take it away, what about what do you want to talk about Lance? Like, is there something in general that you want to start, or do you want me to start us off? Like, what's on your mind?
Hmm. I would like to ask that if you aware that the land's hitbox has been shrinking each game, like
Mm.
after Rise onward, like that. If you try to compare the hitbox from back in World and then to Rise and to Y, you start to notice that the hitbox has been shrinking a little bit.
So I didn't notice between World and Rise, to be honest. I didn't notice that, but I did notice it in Wilds, and I think it's not just the Lance. Maybe it's more apparent to you because you're a Lance main, right? You've been playing Lance a lot, so it makes sense for you to recognize it. But I think it might be a thing, definitely with Wilds, where I need to actually look into this. But it's because of focus mode. I think maybe the hitboxes have changed slightly because now we have more access to focusing where we're aiming, right? So because we have more of that freedom to focus our aim, shrinking the hitbox and being more precise in your aim makes more sense. Because in the older gens, maybe they're a bit more forgiving with hitboxes because there's only the way you hit is very static, right? You hit in one direction, you can't really rotate your character as you can in Wilds to hit where you want to hit, right?
You can say that. Yeah, the big is really reduced. The hitbox has been shrink the most in Y when compared to like World and Rise. Yeah, it might be that reason that why they shrink it, or maybe it's more realistic too when they shrink it down like that.
I think also, yeah, maybe it could be about realism because normally you know, as they introduce more polygons, as they refine games better, hitboxes become more clean in general, unless they make a mistake, right? Because they're able to shape and calculate more of where the hit zones are for your weapon, for the monster, and so on. So it might be a bit of that. Maybe them just cleaning up the game as well. Is the hitbox shrinking a big issue for you, or is that just something you've noticed?
It's just a minor inconvenience. Like lately, when I fight a monster in Monster Hunter Y and occasionally in Dry Sunbreak too, like I was like some of my trust will like occasionally like graze through the monster like that. Have you ever been through stuff like that? Like
Definitely in Wilds. Definitely in Wilds beta. I remember I found it so difficult to hit the monster.
yeah,
It was weird.
like Irradiant, for example, like I keep poking like in between its leg in Y. It
Yeah,
shouldn't happen.
yeah. You're right. It's a bit strange. I think it was like a culture shock, or not culture shock. It was more like a shock to us all when we started to play the beta, specifically in Wilds. I remember people were saying that a lot, that they felt like if they weren't in focus mode, definitely with Lance, they find it really difficult to hit the monster because you're right. The hitboxes are smaller. It's harder to aim and hit the specific spots, right?
Yes.
That's interesting. That's interesting that you thought about that, because it was something I felt mostly in the beta, but I never thought too deeply about it. But it leads me to wonder, what do you think about focus mode then and Lance? And maybe we're going too far. Maybe I should bring us back. What do you think about Wild's Lance in general? Because you main Lance in World, you mained it in Rise, and now in Wilds. Do you like Wild's Lance? Because there's been a bit of a split between Lance mates.
I'm feeling pretty fine with it. Like I still miss the speed of the world lens and the responsiveness of the old lens. Like I think the lens back in world was a lot more aggressive, and one in Y is a lot more heavier and like yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It is very heavy in Wilds.
Not to say that it's not. I think in a way, I think Y can be aggressive too, but it's like maybe I don't know. Yeah,
No, I understand what you're talking about. It's definitely heavier in Wilds. Like moving is heavier. Your hits come out slower. Definitely your thrust, your forward thrust, the wide sweep, very slow. Even though
yes,
wide sweep wasn't a part of our combo kit before, we never used it. Now we do. But it's apparent how slow it is in this game as well.
yeah,
So no, you're right. I think the shift of how you play Lance in this game is much different in comparison to the others. And even for myself, because I've been playing Lance since Try, like 15 years of my life, I had to really adapt to the Lance in this game, and it was tough at first. But I did overcome that, and I've gotten used to it for the most part.
yeah. I think it's basically every Monster Hunter, isn't it? Like every generation, like something's changing, and you have to get used to it, even though you're playing the same weapon.
Yeah, but I think that's one of the interesting things, right? Like, I suppose it depends how much it changes and if the changes are for the better or worse. Because let's say, for example, some weapons are for the worse for some people. Like let's take Hunting Horn in Rise, or Switch Axe in Wilds, for example, or Insect Glaive in Wilds. Some people hate it too. Like, but it also switching things up also makes it interesting. So having to learn new things for the Lance each game, it's exciting for me, at least.
It's exciting for me too.
Yeah.
Like get to see his unique approach in each game. Like even the insect grape in Y, I also like it.
You like it?
Yes,
Okay, that's good to
I
hear.
thought it's pretty Interesting.
I remember you had a lot to say on the Insect Glaive, but guys, you don't understand. Urkikk sends the biggest of power graphs, and he just keeps on going, and I'm reading this like, Urkikk, please. It's too much for me.
I stopped them. It's going to be a 20-hour discussion this time.
No, but it's good. It shows how passionate you are for the Insect Glaive and Lance, right? So I like it. It's impressive, man. It's impressive.
I understand that not everyone like the change on both of them or both the weapon.
Yeah, but I guess it's fine if you don't like it. It's unfortunate, definitely, if it's a game you need to play for the next 4 years. But I guess focusing on the parts you do like of the weapon is one way to look about it. And in the end, if you don't like the weapon, then try a new weapon. See what you think there, right?
Yeah, I'm still looking at the great sword right now.
Oh, you're liking the greatsword?
Yeah, the one in white, I think it's look decent. Just thinking about it. That's all.
Have you ever played greatsword before?
Not much in or before why I haven't touched it that much. But right now I might start to pick it up in why. Especially after I saw someone did the Celegios on Greatsword.
They did a fight against Sirius with greatsword, and I mean that's kind of tough because Sirius swings a lot. Getting your true charge slashes is going to be difficult.
Yeah, did you saw it? Like the one that did a lot of offset that people have been making fun of it in the comment.
No, I didn't see that one. No.
Okay.
But that does sound impressive because I tried it with a longsword, and I mean I'm not a longsword main anymore. I used to play a lot in 4th and 3rd gen. I did find Sirius a bit difficult, but it forced me to play in a different way. Instead of focusing on counters, which I never really use anyway, I had to dodge better and dodge through his moves with evasion +5 as my preference.
I'm not even good at longsword to begin with. Like, I remember trying to fight Brute Tigress with it, and I hate myself so much when I pick up longsword. I don't want to pick it up again.
Damn. I mean, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Stick with the Lance, man. Lance is pretty damn good. Like, it's strong. It's powerful. We love it. We do love it.
I know.
So okay. So you do like Wild's Lance, but you think it's a bit slow, and a bit heavy. So coming back to that, I do agree that the pokes in the thing is, because you played 5th gen onwards, you never played 4th and 3rd gen. Like it's interesting. It's interesting because Wild's Lance is even slower than those lances. Old school Lance was actually pretty fast. Even countering is actually very fast. The problem with old school Lance isn't it's how slow it is attacking, it's how slow it is moving, which is always Lance's problem. Like that's never really changed apart from Rise. Lance is a bit fast. It's a bit fast on the floor, moving about.
I still think Bro is the fastest, but
you think it's faster?
Yes, it's just my feeling with it, basically. Like, as for the violence, I think the reason it's slower. I think it's because of some of the moves. Like the normal thrusts are still fast, but some move like payload thrust and the leaping thrust, stuff like that. They make the weapon feel like it's slowed down or something, right?
Yeah, the leaping thrust specifically is very slow. You're right there. Like if you compare it to any other game, it's actually ridiculous how much slower it is.
Yeah.
And it's weaker as well, which is interesting.
Yeah, look at the game before we got payload trust. It's what's like.
Yeah, Sunbreak's one was crazy. It was broken.
Yeah.
So it's a stark contrast to go between Sunbreak's leaping thrust to Wild's leaping thrust, right? It's not the same.
Just seeing people spamming it.
Yeah, to be honest, that was actually one of my problems. I do like Sunbreak Lance and I like Rise Lance a lot, but one of my things personally, it's just me, I didn't like the fact that leap and thrust combo was literally the meta. It was so strong.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit too far into it.
Yeah, a bit too much. It's actually too strong, and it was a bit crazy how dominant it was in the meta in that game. I don't think it needs to be weak, but I don't think it needs to be that strong, if you get me.
To be honest, I think Leaping Trust in Y is pretty okay. It's just the Leaping Trust combo is a bit clunky.
Yeah.
But like on its own, it's pretty okay as a attack move. Like as a slower but more damage, like that.
Yeah.
Just my feeling basically.
No, I think you're right. It is a bit clunky. Definitely when I played it in the beta, I couldn't believe it. I was like, well, what did they do to Lance? That there were so many people who were commenting and they were just saying the worst things about Lance. And I rated beta Lance really badly. I did not like it. But they did a lot of changes. Like, I think it was that the revenge thrust was one of the things. I was like, this move is so laggy. You get punished so easily. It's so bad. What's up? Do you remember?
Nothing.
Do you remember which one the revenge thrust? That's the one. I think when you guard, and then I think you press. Is it? I can't remember which button, but it's when you poke upwards and you hit like twice.
Yo, it's a payback thrust.
Oh, that's the payback thrust. Okay, I don't know why I said revenge thrust. Yeah,
I think I accidentally called it payload thrust.
Payload thrust.
Don't think not about it.
Yeah, but I think you're right. It's the payback thrust, not the revenge thrust. I don't know where I got that from, but yeah, that one. It's very laggy. It was worse in the beta. It got better now. You can't.
Yeah, I think back in beta I only hit once.
Yeah.
And then now it's hit twice.
Yeah, now it hits twice, and it's pretty good. Like I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
It's more bearable now.
Yeah.
Like back then, it just like when I guard and block a hit, I just immediately go for the triangle combo. Like, is it called? I think that one is called reverse thrust. The one that after you guard and you press triangle, it will do the quick thrust instead of payback thrust.
Oh, that one, the quick one. I don't remember what that one's called, but yeah, the quick one. That one was much safer because the other one was way too slow. So you had to just go for the safe route and just not get hit basically, because the other one was way too risky to use. It was not an option.
I used to be like pretty okay with one in beta, but maybe I didn't pay enough attention to it, so I'm not really sure. Like, I like the change they did after full release, like ability to like get the counter at any time, the counter thrust, and retribution thrust.
Yeah, that was really good.
I like it. Yeah, I like it. I really like those.
Yeah, I think they did really good. Retribution first, Grand Retribution first. I love it. Like, it's so much fun.
Yeah, I don't care about the ship damage I take. I just want the cool move, big damage.
Yeah. And then going into the follow-on dash attack after that, going for a mount.
Yes.
It's great.
Wow. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think Land is as mount crazy as it used to be back in World, but it's still pretty decent.
So would you say World's Lance is your favorite Lance?
Yes, it's also where I played Lance for the first time too, because of course it's like World is where I start Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Like back then, I didn't really know which weapon to pick. At first, I take like a great sword, an insect glaive, but I have no idea what is the mechanic. Like I at first I just like I don't feel like the game is for me like that, and then I stopped playing for like half year, and then I come back and play it, and like you know what, I gonna play lands. Yeah, and I think I started like I think the reason I like lands is because I really miss when the game just let you use shield like a shield instead of like a stat stick or parry weapon like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of miss that because I don't know. Is this just me or this kind of stuff is I don't see this kind of stuff in other game that much.
We're just using the shield to block.
Yeah, just shield to block.
Yeah, I guess that is not. I guess you're right. A lot of games they do focus more about parrying, and maybe perfect dodges or countering. Like yeah, you're right. And I think maybe because people find that exciting.
Yes, I can see that until it's like I feel like it's everywhere and I want something else.
No, you're right. You're right. It is nice to have a shift where you can just guard and move, tank it, and then after that it's your turn to strike, right?
Yeah, just manage my ship damage and all that. I think I like it that way.
Okay, that's really cool. I never thought of that actually, but no, that's interesting. It's interesting that's what gravitated you to the lance. And that makes me have another question for you then, because chip damage is a big issue for lance users. Definitely in World, you take a lot of chip damage.
Yes.
So
it's
no, go on.
Yeah. No. You go first.
So I was gonna say, like, what do you think in general about chip damage in that game? Like, how do you feel?
If you say like in solo, as long as you have, do you know that Parago has a weaker warp gadget, right?
What sorry?
Yeah, do you know that? The Parago weaker warp gadget.
Yeah.
Okay. So at first, I'm not very good at handling ship damage, like either because I don't know like which like guard up, or I don't know that guard up, or I keep using other Parago gadget. I just keep like taking a lot of damage from ship damage and getting card. But after doing like second playthrough and so, I think Vehicle Warp gadget from Parago is really useful for handling the ship damage for lands, basically.
What is it? The extra heals that's useful.
Yeah, it does help with the ship damage a lot in that game. Like every time when I take too much ship damage, like I can just rely on my Parago to just heal it out in early game like that before you get the health augment or any way to like recover your health without shielding your weapon. I also use health booster to handle it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, for sure. That's a good one, because some of the issues with lance and managing the blocking is your stamina is one thing, but also your chip damage. And the monsters, the further you get in the game, the more damage they do, the more chip damage you take, and the more guard is useful, because guard reduces how much chip damage you take. But unfortunately, even if max out guard in that game, you're still taking quite a bit of chip damage near the end of the game, which is pretty ridiculous. So
yeah, it takes some get used to. Like you need to learn to like dodge without tanking the hit later down.
yeah,
It starts get pretty fun later down. Like when you get the hang of the control of lands, it's pretty good at moving and yeah, it's pretty aggressive.
yeah, for sure. Allows you to be that aggressive, right? when certain maybe other weapons they need to dodge out the way or get out of the way, put the weapon away. For us, most of the time we just have to position ourselves correctly.
Yes, we're just blocking, and we have both block and dodging at the same time when we like just hyper aggressive, like yeah, put double to shame.
That's true. That's true. There are some moves though that I can think of where blocking is not the best option, and instead dodging out of the way is the best. Like some of the moves that Electron uses, for example, like there's that one where he shoots that big fire ring and explodes. If you block that, there's too much.
Yes, and
you take gone.
The Shara, Ivara, Razor Beam.
Yes, you just
Have
died.
you watched guys do that?
Bro, that killed me so many times.
Yeah, and the Fatalis Triple Fireball. I remember first time trying to tank Fatalis Fireball and then like 3 Fireball, and that goes half my health, and then it's stuck in the recovery animation and it's immediately do another 3 Fireball.
Damn.
And I got killed.
Yeah, that's some of the things that as a Lance user, definitely in World, Rise, and the games all before that, like even in 4th gen, 3rd gen, it was the same, and sometimes even worse, where you need to focus on understanding the monster and what moves you can guard and what moves you shouldn't guard, because there's some moves, even if you guard it, you're just going to be worse off guarding it than you were if you dodged it.
Yeah.
And that knowledge is important as a Lance user. So yeah, that was always interesting to me as well, actually.
Yeah, and learn which move to do and stuff like that to get your uptime. It was fun. Like I remember back when I played Lance for the first time, it's just like I just keep holding guard all the time. Like I don't know, I don't understand the monster. I think I keep practicing on Odogaron and Ligiana back in the day. Yeah, I just like I don't know how to like where is the opening for Ligiana, and it just keeps sweeping everything at me. Like the only reason I'm not dying because of Palico.
Palicos are pretty strong in 5th gen, honestly. They're pretty crazy.
Yeah, they just keep healing me.
Yeah. So I think that's interesting. I think actually Lance is one of the weapons where if you don't understand the monster, you are going to get punished a lot. Like there were some weapons from my experience, because I play pretty much all of the Blade Master weapons to some degree. And there's some weapons you can fight and not understand the monster and come out okay. Like short shield, dual blades, long sword, for example. Those weapons, even strict axe and charge blade to some degree. Those weapons, you can fight a monster and not really understand the monster and you'll be fine. But Lance and Gun Lance, if you don't understand the monster, you're not going to be able to do much because you're so heavy.
Yeah.
And the recovery time...
Even in Vi, like at very least, you just need to understand which one you should guard and what you shouldn't. Like in Vi, I used to try to like power guard through like Gear Crush, like the temporary Gear Crush is lightning attack, and then it took a large portion of my health because I was power guarding through it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's heavy stuff.
This.
So for that fight, I found out the same in the hard way, and what I had to do is start putting on some guard, because for him having guard is actually very useful, because it's hard to counter or parry at the right time his moves, because you know when you parry, perfect parry with Lance, you reduce the damage you take. Yeah,
it's reduced a little bit.
Yeah, but those moves, because they hit so frequently, the 3 times, it's hard to perfect parry each one. So instead, I'll just the heavy guard, power guard it all, and then go straight into the grand retribution fast, do a lot of damage, and then continue from there. And with guard 3, it would at least keep my health in a good spot. So I was okay.
Yeah, I think I got nuked even though I have guard 3. Also, you can where you can block like perfect guard multiple hit in a row like that.
You can. It's tough though.
I see. I'll try it next time.
Yeah. Because I mean, have you done the one in Rise with Kashala, the legendary lance parry for the tornado?
I hate to say this, but I'm not a huge fan of Lance in Rise Sunbreak, so I didn't really get to experience it that much.
Oh damn, you missed out, man.
Yeah, but I saw the footage of people, Lance and Kushala. I think you had to like a rhythm game like that.
It was a bit faster than the rhythm game.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of spam it, but in the right timing to do it. I've done it like
Yes, I
twice.
saw that.
Yeah, it feels amazing, but it's so hard to do. So like, if you can do it in that game, you can do it in Wilds because it's easier in Wilds. It's not as fast, but it's definitely similar. Definitely similar.
Yeah, the reason I didn't really play Lance in Rise as much is because, like, you remember what I said why I like Lance back in World, right? Like, I like it as a shield and less as a parry.
Oh, okay, I see.
And Insta Block remind me of parry. And to be fair, like my friend tell me that it's going to be fun when I get to play Rise for the first time. Like he say that Rise Lance is fun because of the Insta Block like that, and like I'm kind of excited a bit and like give it a try, and then end up doesn't like it that much.
Yeah, I guess you're not really into those parry mechanisms.
Yeah, the type window timing blocking. Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit interesting because in base Rise, I didn't like it that much. I felt like because it wasn't that good. I think they had to buff it because they buffed it into Sunbreak, I believe.
Yeah, I heard that they buffed the window.
Yeah.
The Insta Block window. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't like it as much in base Rise because I was so used to guarding like you. Like I've been guarding all my life, like or just using my normal counter, not the instant counter. Yeah. So, but in Sunbreak, I got really used to it, and I was using it all the time, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I think what they need, because you had both options, which is good, but the insta block option was so superior. There was no point not bringing it, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's why I don't really like when I use Lance in Rise Sunbreak that much, because I'm not really like enjoy using Instablock, but at the same time people really like it, so I don't know what to do.
I mean, if you don't like it, it's fine. Like, it's your opinion, right? It's your experience. You're the one buying the game. You're the one playing the game. It's your time. If you don't like it, it's fine, man. There's no problem. There's no problem.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. But one thing I think would have been good if they made it more rewarding, or just gave the normal guard a bit of something. Like I think there was that build where you could have that rampage skill where when you block a move, it does like a retaliation damage. Right?
Yeah. If Rise Sunbreak make guard and Instablock like somewhat of a side grade to each other, then maybe I would like Lance a little bit more in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a side grade. It was more like an upgrade using Instablock, which is a shame.
When I think of speed skill, I thought it would be like a side grade of each other or something, not like a near direct upgrade.
I think that's the thing with a lot of the Y-Bug skills. I remember there was a video that Radataska did, or I think it was a video, and I remember him talking about this, where he was saying that, and it made me realize that, I think this is true. Like, there's when it comes to Y-Bug skills, one of them is like the easier version to perform, and one of them is normally surrounded around like maybe tight window of using it. Maybe it's more punishing, but if you get it, it's very rewarding. So that's how it was built. So the more rewarding one, but more punishing, that one is most of the time better than the standard one. The standard one is just more forgiving. For example, we can look at sword shield.
Casual.
Sorry.
Yeah, for more casual people.
Yeah, yes, exactly, for more casual people, which is interesting. Like sword shield, the first one you whirl your blade around, gives you iframes for about a second and a bit. You do damage at the same time. But then you got Shurigeki. Shurigeki is a tighter window. It's a counter. It does a lot of damage and it can stun, but you need to get the window correct. And if you don't get the window correct, you get hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I saw that one before. I think I even tried some of it sometime. I've been using a lot of other weapon lately, like just trying it, that's all.
Yeah, it's good to try different weapons. You never know what you're gonna like. That's why, you know, I found weapons that I didn't know I was gonna like. Like I like Insect Glaive in Rise and Sunbreak. I think it's really fun. I never played it before. It was really good. So it was interesting the way they went about why bugs in that game, and it brings me back to like Generations. Because in Generations, I know you haven't played that game, but each different style had kind of its own drawback and its positives. And even though some styles were definitely better, they did try to balance it a bit in the way that different styles work. So if they ever bring back that system again, I would prefer it not be based on something more for just casuals and something more for the more hardcore. I would like it to kind of be balanced for different gameplays in general. So even if you want to test out with the more simple gameplay, at least give it something, you know?
Yeah, I wish it's being handled like that instead of like more risk, more reward kind of stuff. Like that, like the one they did in Rise and Break, I think.
So, yeah, no, you're definitely right. You're definitely right on that one. That would definitely be a better way of handling it rather than what they did in Rise. So we'll see when it comes back. Portable 6 in about 3 years or so, maybe 4 years. I don't know actually. We'll get there eventually. But I do have one more thing I wanted to talk about when it came back to something interesting that they had in GU that they haven't brought back yet in any way. Is so there was a skill in GU for Lance. It was in Generations Ultimate that added it specifically, and this skill basically it would coat your shield for Lance. It would coat your shield in like some healing medicine, basically, and you had a window. I don't know how long it lasts, but when you get hit and when you guard a move, you actually heal yourself and heal everyone around you as well, which was really cool. So it turned Lance into like a support weapon, and also it took away from chip damage because when you get hit, you'll just heal. It was great. So what do you think of that?
Idea.
You like that idea, right?
I think it's interesting to think about it.
Yeah,
like coating your shield and let it heal you back.
Yeah, if they could bring that back, I think that would be cool. Because I don't know.
Yeah, I think it would be.
I don't know. Sorry, we keep interrupting each other. But my bad. I don't know.
No,
I don't know like how they would do it. But if they like, I don't know if it's like maybe like a skill that a skill that coats your shield, like so even sword shield users can get you know, a Charles Blade or whatever. But I think that would be really cool to bring back because that made chip damage. Because there was this one hunt in Monster Hunter Generations which was EX Hellblade, and that was crazy. That took me. It was so bad in that game. You don't understand. The chip damage was the worst chip damage I've ever taken in my life. Where you know EX monsters, the damage they do is so insane. You should expect it to be one-shotted by pretty much every move, basically. And there was this one move he did where he lifts his tail up in the air, he comes down, he slams at you. It's actually insanity. I have a video on my channel. I'll show it to you a bit later. And it literally took all of my health, almost all of my health, literally, and I blocked it. I blocked the move. I had almost full health. It took me down to maybe like 20 health. And I'm like, holy shit, I blocked this move. What the hell? So that move
Good
was
thing.
so damaging. I just dropped the controller. I was like, I can't fight this guy. There's no way I can beat him with a lance. I don't know what to do. So I just left the monster alone for like a couple months. Didn't touch him. I left. He was the last EX I did in the end. He was the last one. Because I was streaming all of this. So I came back months later and I was in chat. I was telling chat, guys, I don't know what to do. How am I going to beat this EX? Because I was streaming this. And one of the guys recommended I take that healing ability. And I never really used it before. And I was like, okay, let's check it out. And it was great.
Okay.
Because all of the chip damage he was doing, I was just healing back up. And I was like, yes, this is it. This is the way. So, like...
That was cool.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. So I'm thinking, if we... For the chip damage issues that we have, if we can have that cool mechanic of... It doesn't need to always be active. I don't know, like... What
Doesn't need to be the shield for heal. Like, any way to, like, let you heal without having to, like, shield your weapon is pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially for lads who, like, have to take a lot of chip damage and stuff like that. That's why I say that, like, the Pelago with Victor Vox is pretty useful for lands because it allows you to heal your health back even without having to, like, okay, putting my weapon back and heal myself and then go back to action.
Yeah, 100%. So I would love for them to figure out a way, anything, because right now I guess some of the things we have is recovery speed, getting your recovery back up, which is nice. Yeah. We also got
some skill that lets you heal.
Yeah, there's one with what's it called? Zoshia?
Yes, Zoshia, and there's another one with a Arcwell that lets you heal by wound.
Yes, wound by heal and wound by just attacking, or something like that.
Yeah, and we still have Pelago, but we cannot have Pelago in multiplayer. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. So I guess one of the other methods is the best one to kind of counteract that chip damage. Definitely.
I think the coverage speed is pretty good in Y.
Yeah. I think definitely if you mix up recovery speed, you max it out, and then you also get the Soshia skill. Like your healing is pretty damn good. Like,
yeah, it's regenerated pretty quickly. At least that's what I see when I first play Y. I just pump all the recovery speed when I first play through the game, and it's pretty good. I think, yeah, it let me tank a lot of things. Even when I use the insect Glaive instead of lance, I just noticed that I've been taking a lot more hit with it. And then when I take it out, I just keep carding occasionally.
Yeah, the healing keeps you alive, man. You're bound to the healing now. You can't get rid of it.
Yeah, either speed recovery or speed eating that I like to take it with me.
Ah, yeah, speed eating. Speed eating is underrated. It's definitely underrated.
Yeah, I'm still bringing it to this day.
Nice.
Like, I put it in my chance slot or something.
Okay.
Talisman.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. And I mean, it's very useful, definitely, because I know you're saying about Lance. Lance, putting your weapon away, it's such a big commitment.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit. I don't know if it's faster in Wilds. I don't know actually, but it's a big commitment, a big window you can get hit, and taking that time to heal. Sometimes having that speed eating is great, so you can just quickly heal after you put your weapon away. So yes, it's definitely useful for the weapon, definitely.
Yeah, it's good for any weapon, but especially lance and any weapon that doesn't like to cheat the weapon. I don't think. Yeah.
I suppose also speed sheath is also pretty useful. I've only used it rarely, but definitely if you need to like get out of the way against some maybe monsters, like I remember in let's say Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, Flaming Espinas, those moves that are unblockable, like truly unblockable, like I need to get out of the way. So sometimes I would have some speed sheath.
Shooting speed.
Yeah, so I could just sheath my weapon and get out there quickly because those moves you can't guard it. You can't. So I just get out of the way.
I might wanna try that when I fight the guy across exam, because I keep like I always had a hard time avoiding the Legraikas lightning attack, like the one that make a lightning attack around the area.
The big one.
Yeah, I always like didn't have enough time to like run away from it without having to either guard or tank a hit.
Sounds tough. Yeah, maybe definitely invest into that sheathing skill, or if you do have enough evade distance, just jump backwards a couple times and maybe you should get out of the range.
Yeah, I might try that later.
Yeah. I think that's what I do currently. I try to hop backwards.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't think we fought Legagus together. I think we need to do that one time. Lance buddies, get in there, fuck him up.
You can try. You can try and find some time to do it.
Yeah, man. I'm game for that.
Sure, I don't mind it.
I do have a question for you. When it comes to the lance.
Yeah.
Let me just see if I can remember this question. It was on my mind and I forgot. Ooh. Okay, so World Lance, Rise Lance, Wilds Lance. Alright, so overall, how do you feel about Wilds Lance? Are you okay with the state of it in how it plays in the game?
I say I'm pretty okay. So I don't know. It might can be improved a bit. I don't know. Let me see. Like, what is this missing?
I think we're pretty good. Maybe they could fix more the focus strike. It's weird. It's inconsistent.
I thought they patched that. I remember when I fight Selegios and my focus strike keep like not hitting the wound with lance. Have you been experiencing that?
Yeah, I'm still experiencing that. It feels like it should hit, but it's not hitting.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure they patched that or not, because
the last major patch was the Shirigios fight. So if you're still experiencing it, that means it's still a problem.
Maybe I'm bad at aiming, or maybe Selegios is aggressive enough that I have a hard time catching. Like even when I play the insect glaive on Selegios, I still have a hard time getting the extract because it just keep moving away from me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. Have you tried to? I suppose insect glaive now, when you can get extracts while attacking, right? So how about that? Is that good enough?
I like that. I like the idea that like the Kinsect can collect your extract with your assist and be able to like assist you even without the enhanced moveset. I like that idea. I like the approach that like instead of like people may not like this, but I like the idea that they lock the enhanced moveset behind Trimble buff.
Okay. Do you want to explain that? What makes you like it?
Like one thing that I found somewhat annoying about the insect glaive is that people always suggest you to like get the red or something, and then like ignore half of your move set. Like the insect have that enhanced move set and then the normal one, right? Like people didn't really pay much attention to the unenhanced part because it's almost always been the weaker side of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not always that case. Like especially in world where like it's not it's not like a massive drop in damage. Like the motion value, sure, on the ground is not that amazing, but when you think about like the aerial aspect, like things kind of different a little bit on that side. Like on the enhance, when you have the enhanced moveset as the insect, when you do aerial attack, it will do like that move, right? The helicopter,
Yeah. Yeah.
the one. Yeah. So basically, people doesn't like that move because of like it eat a lot of sharpness and it's slow. It leave you open, but when you look at the unenhanced moveset, it just dash you forward and then just slash. Like it's a very quick one. So there's a difference between these two moves, and it's changed the way. And ever since I realized that, I like it changed. It immediately changed how I look at the Instagram, and yeah, I become invested in it basically.
I see what you mean. You
Yeah,
don't
I just
you don't see the enhanced moveset as the only way to play. You still take advantage of not having the enhanced moveset, right?
yes, this is something that I learned in World and realized that you cannot do this in Rise, and like like I feel like I'm fighting something that I don't think anyone aware of it before, and like immediately invest in it. Like I just keep trying this thing on everything, like make a new way through and try it and like learn a lot of stuff along the way. Like which one can I get away with like that? I even try to like play, try to avoid delayed extract itself.
Wow.
Yeah, and let's see how far can I get away with it. Like I tried it so much. I know how to not get delayed extract, and it's
That's
because the Kinsect keep giving me the late extract, and I like, no. I need to keep it away. Replace it with something else. Give me green or something.
okay. That's very interesting. You're basically fighting against the game's mechanic to play your own way. Yeah, yeah. So
like there are some of my old video is not that great where I like try to fight like there are Copter Rod and Raging Bragi with the Insect Glaive without the red extract, and like I think some part of that is me fighting with my Kinsect, like it's about to give me red or something. Like no. It's just, and like I have to track both the monster and the Kinsect at the same time.
you're a true Insect Glaive user, the truest of them all.
More like the weirdest one because
yeah.
like have you ever seen another one do the same thing?
I think you are the weirdest one, and it's good. You have a YouTube channel. You said you have videos. Do you have a YouTube channel?
I don't really take my channel seriously. It's just a little thing that I post.
Okay, well, if you like, we can let people know so they can check out some of your interesting Insect Glaive videos and Lance videos.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I look back at it, I hate it.
Fair enough. But coming back,
especially the Copter Rod, I think my build was terrible.
Oh, well, we live and learn, right? We live and learn.
Yeah,
Well, coming back to what you said before, it's actually interesting because I think it shows that you're a very experimentative person and you're very unique as a hunter. You like to experiment and understand every facet of your weapon, which it makes sense from all of the messages you sent. So it makes me appreciate that even more now. So thanks for sharing that, actually.
Yeah, I enjoy doing that. Even before I played Monster Hunter, I just wondering how far can I get away with something like that.
Well, be careful of that, because that might get you in trouble someday.
Yeah, a lot of hot take and complaints.
Yeah.
Like,
So don't push it too much. Don't push it too much. But I think maybe that might, I don't know, it could be more of a personal thing because I'm not sure, like when it comes back to the Glaive, I'm not sure if playing without red is the optimal way to play. I know you can definitely do it. You can definitely...
yes, it's not optimal, but it's like adaptability, like a tool for you to like when things don't go your way. This is like one of your options to do it.
Yeah.
Because in end game and even in speedrun, I don't think you really like, need to avoid it at all because you're gonna be like bullying the monster anyway. Like, yeah. But when you like progressing through the game story like that, and like you don't like it's one of your options that you can choose basically.
No, I get you. If you can't
Yeah,
get the
it's
red,
like
it's the way you can play because, you know, just in case you can't get the red, you know.
it's also fun too because in world monster are not really designed to like deal with aerial that much.
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, even in Y they already like know how to like aim upward and hit you in the air. But back in world, it what monsters keep struggling when you are in the air basically.
So what you're saying, playing more on the ground made you enjoy Glaive more because you could like battle the monsters as it's intended?
Well, on the ground, what did you say again?
Playing on the ground in World was more enjoyable because you could just focus, like it was more like an actual battle because they can deal with you better.
No, I meant to say that like I think Insect has more like tool for adapting around the monster than other weapon. I think the closest thing to that is Lance because Lance had a shield and the Insect just like outmaneuver the monster itself.
Ah, I see what you mean. Okay.
Like basically once you learn the aerial aspect of the Insect back in world, you essentially have almost full control of the combat. Like the monster cannot do anything to you.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I guess it does definitely break the game,
They
but
definitely break the game.
but it's good to know that you can do it, right? Get away with it, like you said you like to do. Get away with what you can.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit too much sometimes. Like think about, let's just say like Latalos, for example, is the king of the sky, right?
That's true.
Like the game poet. Yeah, back in world, when you are in the air, Latalos barely have any move against you.
Yeah, now think about it, he doesn't really do anything to hit you in the air in that game.
Yeah, it's struggling to hit you in the air. All I have to do is like jumping around its wing because its wing is not that like hard to hit. Like it's not, it still deal decent amount of damage. And basically I just keep doing that thing like, and it's just like all the Latalos can do is like shooting fireball with probably not gonna hit anything. And a little crawl with the hitbox was a lot smaller back there. Yeah. I think some monster can still deal with you in the air, like Diabolos and Kirin and Fatalis. But other than that, the majority of them shouldn't be able to like reach you that much.
No, that makes a lot of sense. It's actually, from listening to what you've been saying, it's actually got me to think that Insect Glaive has this non-buff state, this buff state, and a little bit in between where you have some buffs, but not them all. It kind of makes me...
I like to play like in between state.
Yeah.
Like since you hear me about saying about like how much you can do with the uninhibited state, don't do it like me. Like I was just thinking about it, like maybe I went too far on that one. I just do it out of curiosity.
Yeah. It's just it's because you like to figure out, you know, how it works, what you can do. It's more of a personal thing.
Yeah.
But it's actually got me thinking, maybe they could implement something into Insect Glaive where it's kind of like Switch Axe, where Switch Axe switches between modes. Maybe the Insect Glaive could switch between modes of buffs and non-buffs, or I don't know, something like that. So you could play differently, not based on buffs running out, but based on you actively switching on and off your modes of your buffs.
That's exactly what I feel like they're doing with Y. I just don't want the buff and non-buff to be like I don't want it to be like I don't want it to like we have full control of it. I want it's like like what is it called? Like you manage the buff along the way, like something like that.
I see. So
I don't know what is it called.
I guess
yeah.
No, I guess you're saying you want it to kind of happen gradually, and not for you to have control fully over you gaining the buffs and you losing the buffs, right?
I don't want to have full control of it. Basically, like you still have to collect buff and all that stuff like that if you want to, and like if you, it's hard to say. Sorry.
No, I think I get what you mean. You kind of explained it through the way you like to play Insect Glaive in general. You don't want it to be so systematic.
Just go with the flow.
Yeah. Go with the flow. Just play and just enjoy your time and have to deal with the situations as the situations come. Like that.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting.
Why did that has a pretty interesting going on with it, like being able to having a seed Kinsect be able to help you collect extract, and even when you don't have in-hand moveset, and I think it's pretty neat, like being able to use the in-hand moveset to get the extract like that. Although I don't think it's practical in the speedrun or something. Never mind.
It's probably not practical in speedruns, and I don't think the game is built around that. Like, it's definitely not intended by Capcom.
Yeah.
Definitely not. But I think there's something they could do there, like, and I think it lies with the Kinsect. They could make different types of Kinsects that have different functionalities for what you want. Like, maybe there's a Kinsect where you just get random buffs. You don't know what you're getting. It's just random. But it makes it more powerful because it's random or something. I don't know. So you could play the way you want, of you just getting buffs and you just playing with whatever you get and just adapting to the situation. It might make it interesting, right?
Not sure about that.
Oh, okay. I thought that was around. I thought that was more around the go with the flow that you're hoping for.
Sorry. Maybe it worked. I guess just. Okay, maybe this Insect Glaive topic is a little too deep.
I mean, it's fine if it's deep, man. It's fine if it's deep. We're just talking, just trying to understand where things should go. But no, it was.
Yeah,
good.
I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It was good to talk about Insect Glaive. It was pretty good. Well, we'll get wrapping up soon. Is there anything else in particular you wanted to ask me, or just talk about in general?
Oh yeah, about go back to the lance topic.
Yeah.
Have you noticed the way the lance attack connect to the monster?
What about it?
So basically, when you compare that in Y and to that one you have in World and Rise, you will notice something changed in there. Like, try to pay attention to the damage number. Do you notice anything?
Not from memory, no. Can you elaborate?
So basically, when you do a thrust, like, let's just assuming that is the forward thrust, and then you hit a monster, the damage number will appear at the tip of the thrust, right?
I actually never paid attention to that, to be honest.
Yeah. So basically, it's the location of where the attack is connect. In World and Rise, the hit will somewhat try to prioritize the tip of the lance, but one in Y will always pick the closest spot of the monster, like the closest one that near you.
Okay, so the hit zones appear closest to you rather than
at the tip of the lens.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if how much it will affect the gameplay. Like, let's just say, for example, if the damage is at the tip, and I attack Radiant, for example, like if my lance is like in contact with both Radiant's tail and Radiant's leg, if we fight in World or Rise, it will hit the tail, but if you fight it in Y, it will hit the leg.
Oh, I see. So you're wondering about hitboxes, how it happens, and it could have impact on how we actually hitting, because sometimes you want to hit the head, but instead maybe it'll hit another part because of the way the hitbox works in this game.
Yes. Yes, that's...
It probably isn't just a lance thing. It probably is similar with most weapons. It's just that lance is long.
It's just lance is a thrust. It's not a swing like other weapon do.
Yeah, it's not a slash. Yeah, you're right. So you expect it to hit on the to be
tip.
Yeah, the tip, and you have to be precise with the tip strikes. Yeah, I see what you mean. Maybe it was their way of being more forgiving. I guess. I don't know.
I think it's for balancing reason. Like, imagine if you still damage, it's still at the tip of the damage. You might just be able to like bully like guy crush, like the crystal on his back or something.
Oh yeah. You're right. It's kind of hard to hit the crystal on his back because your hitbox is going to be lower because the side of your lance hits to the body first.
The body.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It does. Yeah.
I don't know if how much will it affect the gameplay, because you also have smaller hitbox too, and yeah.
I think it makes it hard to be precise with the lance. Because
yes, it does that.
Yeah, because in your example of Urkikk and he shocks on his back, it's so hard to hit that because you're gonna hit the body first. How are you gonna get to the back? Even though you're trying to be precise and hitting the back of your tip, that's not gonna be the thing that hits it first. So I think it's something people probably don't pay attention to. Like, I didn't pay attention to it, to be honest. But I think it does matter in gameplay. When you need to be precise on certain spots, and lance is supposed to be a precise weapon, but I suppose because from what you're saying, the way the hitboxes have changed, the precise factor of the lance isn't there anymore, or it's been reduced.
Yeah, it's been reduced.
Yeah, that's a
reduced
shame.
In what?
That is a shame. I guess it's to be more forgiving, on the way we play.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they just want to change it, but it's okay. It's just like I've been after some testing here and there. I don't think it's that bad.
Mm.
I thought it's gonna be like extremely annoying or something. But maybe that's just me bad at a not used to the lens in Y.
Yeah, maybe. With this stuff, it normally takes time, right? The more you play, the more you understand, the easier it gets.
Mm.
So it might just be some adjustments on our side.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but that's definitely interesting. I didn't think of that one, so thanks for bringing that up. Man, you know so much about Lance. It's actually crazy.
I just try random stuff. It's not like it's a useful thing to know. Maybe it's just good to know.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Well, I have a question for you, and this is the last thing I want to talk about. Unless you have anything after this, feel free. But
You can ask first.
cool.
I'll think about it.
So I've talked about this before. I've even done videos on this, and that's unblockable moves, and beyond that, truly unblockable moves. Now, when I say truly unblockable, some people were confused about what I meant, and basically what I mean is, even with guard up, these are moves you cannot block. Like, the game will not allow you to block them. Moves such as, let's talk about Fatalis and his big flame move in Iceborne.
And Eschaton Judgment.
Exactly, Flaming Espinals and his move, Primordial Marzeno and his many of his moves.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I can know that.
yeah, so those type of moves, like nothing you can do, you cannot block them. What do you think
The
about
true
that?
unblockable.
The truly unblockable? What do you think about that?
I don't think it's that bad as long as they like don't go overboard with it.
I get that. For me, I never liked it, mainly because it's there is no indication that something is going to be truly unblockable. Like maybe there should, like, some moves, it's more like an intuition. Sometimes you need to think, but it's inconsistent. Because let's take Raydow's beam in Wilds. Raydow's beam, that seems like
it's blockable.
It's blockable, but it doesn't look like it. People assume it wasn't, but it looks like it is unblockable.
You just have to like try and error. I think this also applies to like guard up as well. Like maybe.
Yeah, because even moves that are unblockable but guard up can save you. You just have to try and error to find out what those moves are.
Yeah, I can see that. I think it's okay as it is, as long as like they don't like put it on every attack.
that is fair. My main,
like, leave some room for guard up like that.
Yeah. No, yeah, I get you. For me, I'm thinking like for the truly unblockable ones, I think there needs to be some indication, like maybe a certain like a sign, like maybe if it's even like
yeah, like maybe the one we have in Y right now. Like you remember that one, right? Like when monster is about to do like a special attack, your health bar will like turn red.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe they can like make it do a unique signal or something, like truly unblockable attack.
Yeah.
If we show something.
Yeah,
that maybe we can do that.
Yeah, I think that'd be great, and I think that'd be really fair. So it would allow us to know, oh shit, I can't block this move. I need to do something. Rather than trying to block it and just finding out the hard way.
Try another.
When you faint, and like, oh crap, it killed me. Maybe,
just one idea.
Yeah, maybe that would take away from the experience, like, of dying and finding out. But I don't know, like it just feels a bit
maybe
inconvenient.
Yeah.
I need to think about that one more.
maybe that will help when you like stop playing game and then come back or something. Like maybe you forgot some move.
Yeah.
Sure, maybe not a bad idea.
Yeah. No. But no, it seems like so you're quite fine with it as long as they don't spread it around too much. For me, I'm not the biggest fan, but I suppose I may have to live with it. In Wilds, there isn't too many, but truly unblockable moves normally happen in the expansions. So yeah, I guess we'll just see how they deal with it in this game. And then coming over to you, do you have anything last before we end here?
Also, there are something I like to mention a bit. Is think it's around the Kinsect,
Okay.
but also maybe a bit of Lance too. But about the Kinsect, do you know that you used to be able to like use the Insect Glaive, use the Glaive to like climb on wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically back in World, you used to like be able to latch on wall and then climb upward, like just jumping up, and then it will like a weird way to climb up or something.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever tried that?
I haven't tried it, no, but I've seen it.
Yeah, basically you latch and then jump and then climb and like that. Like back in World, you also can like sure you can grab it on like on Y, on climbable stuff, but you also can use it on the ramp. You know, the one that let you climb up and then do a special attack.
Oh no, I don't know that one.
You know, the ledge that when you dash with Lance, it will like climb up and then flip attack. Dash to the other side.
Okay, yeah.
Have you ever? Yeah. Basically, you cannot do that in Y anymore.
You can't do it at all.
The ability to climb up when you lash with the insect Glaive, like right now you can just lash on it and that's it. Like maybe a few attack here and there, but you cannot climb with it anymore.
Yeah.
And I kind of miss that a little bit. It's actually stopped doing that. It was in Rise, but in Rise you can just like, you know, the Y bug thing.
Yeah.
Climb upward.
Yeah.
Fly upward.
There was other mechanisms, yeah.
Yeah, but since in Y you don't have that, and you also lost ability to jump upwards. So I kind of miss that a little bit because in World you can sometimes you can like climb on specific area, like some area that other weapon cannot climb, like the ramp, for example, the ramp spot. Sometimes there's a platform on top and there's no nearby way to climb, but there's a ramp at the middle or something, and sometimes I just take that route and then just like lash on the ramp and then jump upward like that. Especially in West by West.
Damn. I never really thought about that. I don't know if many people use that mechanism as much as you, but
yeah, it's just messing around.
No. If it means something to you, then that's good. But I suppose they probably didn't see much point in it. I suppose, and maybe that's why they took it away, which is unfortunate. It doesn't impact gameplay too much, I imagine, but it's just more of a fun little thing you can do, right?
Yeah, but in World it does help with like chasing the monster a little bit. I think in World there was like a lot more moment when you like, for example, like some area where like you have to climb down and then climb upward to chase the monster. When I use the insect Glaive, sometimes I just like jump over this thing and like go back to chasing, for example. Yeah, those are some few memorable moment I had. Like instead of climbing, I just jump over it.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's honestly cool. Wow. No, but I guess yeah, it's unfortunate it's been removed. I didn't know. I haven't really used Insect Glaive too much in Wilds.
It's okay.
Yes, I didn't know that. But for you Insect Glaives people watching this right now, let me know if that's something you knew about and if you care as much as Urkikk. So it'll be interesting to hear.
Nah, they're not gonna take the same view at me.
Probably not, but you know, it's cool to spread your truth. It's good for that.
Also, I just learned not long ago that with remember when I said a ramp, like the one that lets you climb up and that, I saw that you can still do it in Y. It's just on a few spot basically.
Oh, so it's limited.
Yeah, instead of like having a specific structure that let you climb up, you can do it in like on a Y, for example, like the climbable area,
Oh, is that it? Is that the only thing?
and some spot like anywhere that let you climb basically.
Oh wow, that is a bit limited though.
I found it by accident. Like I was like trying the lands in the training area and like I bump on the wall, but instead of like bouncing up, I just climb up and then like yeah.
Oh yeah, I've done
I
that as well.
noticed.
I've done that well in the training room. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then I noticed that I just like try with other weapon, like that hammer move that that once you climb up, if I do like this,
Yeah, the spinning.
flying, spinning,
Yeah, the
yeah,
spinning bludgeon.
I
Yeah.
did. I tried that and it did exactly that.
Oh, okay. So the
So
vines allow you to do your aerial climbing stuff.
yeah,
Okay.
I didn't notice that at first.
It's not something you really know, unless you really try to find it out because you don't really ever fight near any climbing stuff. Like you're pretty in open, like big open plains most of the time.
Yeah,
When
it's
fighting.
in why I think that is even less climbable stuff near the area you fight monster. Like just thinking about it, there's a lot of open area.
Yeah, very big areas.
Yeah, the less like climbable stuff near the fighting area. I kind of miss that a little bit because even in world, it's not a lot, but there's still some of it.
Hmm. Yeah, I suppose it's just the map structure. Like World is a bit more confined, and there's a
More,
lot of things
yeah,
around. What Wilds is massive
a lot more
maps.
compact.
Yeah, more compact. Yeah, definitely. So yeah,
Also, one last thing
go for it.
about I think about the insect Glaive is that the Kinsect in each game in World, Rise, and Y, they behave a bit different each game. Especially, I mean specifically the powder Kinsect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
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 I'm
like
not sure where to start.
the type of powders you can get is different. Is that what you're saying, or?
No, I mean the way the Kinsect itself behave
Oh yeah.
when you like put them into doing the powder thing.
Do you,
So yeah.
do you have a preference?
Hmm, I'll say that the powder has been weaker in each game. I'm not saying that the Kinsect as a whole is weaker, but I say that the powder mode, for example, the powder type,
Yeah.
like it had been like getting weaker over time. So basically, back in World, the Kinsect doesn't. Back in World Iceborne, basically, the Kinsect powder was very potent. It used to be like, sure, it creates less powder than one in Rise, but each individual powder has a lot of status built up.
So it does more status, it does more damage with the blast ones and so on, right?
It's a lot of status built up. Like it's very easy for. It didn't take a lot of powder in the air to like proc it on a monster.
Hmm.
The hitbox also used to be a lot bigger and is also used to linger in the air when you trigger it back in World. like the hitbox is very generous. It's bigger than the particle itself. So like, yeah. And once you go to rise, it's it's less it's a lot weaker, the powder itself, but it make up in quantity.
So there's more of them, but less powerful individually.
Yeah, the powder itself. There's also a unique behavior with the powder Kinsect in Rise Sunbreak, where that when you mark anything with the Kinsect, like the one that make the Kinsect chase after, in Rise there a bit of a unique thing going on with it, where every time you put a new mark, it will reset the attack cycle for the powder Kinsect.
Okay. And back.
Yeah, so basically, yeah.
No, go on.
So basically it means that every time you put a new mark on a monster, it can make the Kinsect to like attack more frequent and making more powder. That is why I say that it's make up in quantity. Like every time you mark a monster, it will make more powder faster.
Okay, I see. So you can kind of abuse the marking system to create more powders quicker.
Yeah, this also helped by the fact that the Swiss skill, the Treasure Seal, you know that move, right? The one that swap with Tornado Slash. It also mark the monster on use. So basically, it kind of have a bit of a synergy with the Powder Kinsect.
Interesting. I never knew that. No. Wow.
Also, in Rise, do you remember? Do you know that move that in the Insect Glaive that let you swing and mark the monster? The basic one, the press R2 and then it's do a little melee attack thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in World and in Y, it doesn't really do much. It's just a little bit of damage, a little bit of blunt, and it marks the Kinsect on the monster. So in Rai, it's a bit different because it had like actual damage, not a lot, but it actually deals some damage in there. It has a bit of blunt. No, it still have blunt as usual. So like one of my experiment is that basically doing a treasure seal combo and then loop it with the Kinsect mark in the early game. So basically like two Kinsect mark combo move in a loop.
Wow. Okay, you really come up with these crazy experiments and ideas of yours. Like, this is very particular stuff.
I try that when I like have a hard time dealing with the early game progression in Rise. When I play Insect Glaive in early game in Rise, is one of the problem I have is that the weapon bounce a lot. Like no matter how much I try to like manage, it's almost always bounce if you don't understand the monster. Like you need to hit specific move or something. And like when you bounce, it also means that the acid Kinsect cannot really help you that much. Unless you like, yeah.
I mean, that should be the same case with every weapon, right? It just depends on your sharpness.
Yes, but I think but I found that the insect glaive to be a bit sensitive at it. Like a lot of weapon, I think all the weapon can get away with it a lot more easily compared to insect glaive.
I think that depends. Some weapons have moves that don't bounce off. Like I know.
Yeah.
Like
My side,
Hammer has some
Leaping Truck.
moves. Yeah, Lance has some moves. Yeah, and even Sword Shield with the hitting with the shield or Switch Axe as well. But I do get what you mean. But I think that's just more of a
No, even Sword and Shield can get away with it without my side. Like I remember playing with the Insect Glaive, even with green or blue shaman, I still bouncing on some of the monster. Which at that time I was like very frustrated, so I just experimenting with things and come up with this idea.
That's pretty interesting. I mean, it's interesting you
Also,
tried to come up with ideas to get around that fact of bouncing. I mean, for me, as someone who's been playing Monster Hunter for the longest of times, I just see bouncing off monsters as a natural thing in the game, meaning I shouldn't be hitting that spot, or my weapon doesn't have enough sharpness. It's either of the two.
mm-hmm.
But,
also yeah, about right powder Kinsect. The powder can block projectile.
it can.
Yeah, only some projectile. I think in late game it doesn't really matter because a lot of the monster projectile can pierce,
But in the
but it
early
can
game,
block projectile. In early game, like Latalos fireball, it can definitely block.
that's pretty strong actually.
It's not as strong. It's also in right. It's also where the monster can like trigger the powder by the old attack.
Oh wow, that's useful.
Yeah, I remember Volvitron. Is that
Vovodon.
what is name? Yeah, it's like it tried to do like the AOE thing, and basically it was like at the same time it's standing around the powder, and it just paralyzed itself.
That's crazy.
Also, I forgot to mention that back in World, you cannot you can trigger powder using Screamer Pot and Flash Pot.
So it's just more ways to trigger your thingy, your powders.
Yeah,
With your other
yeah, it's like a
mechanisms.
remote bomb.
Yeah. Remote bombing in that game.
Yeah, I remember having one time I fighting with barrier or something, and somehow there's a lot of powder in the air, and when Barrot is about to like leap toward me, I just scream a pot on it, and it just fall mid air.
Damn. That's pretty cool.
That yeah.
I mean, it's interesting. There's so many small particular stuff that have changed between each game. It's quite unique.
Yeah, you can no longer do that in Rise, but you can do it with Screamer Pot in Y. Albeit I don't know what's the point of using powder that much in Y.
It's not a good in Worlds.
Before that, in Y you can do that, albeit that only with Screamer Pot. In World you used to be able to do it with Flash Pot too. But in Y, I think the problem is that it's conflicting with the acid Kinsect. You know, because you cannot have both powder and acid at the same time,
Oh yeah.
and a lot of move will like recall your Kinsect. So basically, I think powder Kinsect has been like in the background as of late.
It's been a bit, yeah, because the new moves don't really help the powder concept that much, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, a lot of things doesn't seem to like let you use powder Kinsect the way you used to be able to back in World and Rise.
Mm. Yeah, I guess that's quite interesting how, like I was saying, weapons, even the same weapon, it can change so much between games. They're adding mechanics, they're taking them away. It's pretty weird, but in an interesting way, honestly.
So I think the powder is a lot weaker now individually. No, it's not. I think it's still the same amount as one in Rise, but it's it's slow like World, but it's weak like Rise kind of thing, kind of vibe.
So it's the worst of both, kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I see that. I see what you mean.
The other reason I use powder right now is like to get the extract. So I didn't really use it for the powder. So one thing about Rise, Kinsect powder is that why Kinsect powder is that when you mark the monster, it will immediately chase after that part, like with no delay. Kind
Oh,
of like the same one in Rise.
that's pretty cool. They can get back to
Yeah,
work quickly.
the same thing applies to Rise too, and except World, unless specific condition. But yeah,
That's awesome, man.
that is the only thing I use it for. It's not really like amazing, but I sometimes use that when like monster move its part a lot, and I don't wanna like keep ordering the Kinsect. I just shooting and let it chase after that spot.
Yeah, let it do its own thing. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, okay. Thanks for sharing so much information. I need to test some of this stuff out. I don't use Insect Glaive that much in the game, so I need to test it out with more of the weapon.
I also like that in Y they let you like mark the Kinsect mid-air.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure you used to be able to like shoot mid-air in older gen. I think I saw footage somewhere. But yeah,
That's cool, man. That's cool. But I gotta stop wrapping up now. But I do really appreciate all of the stuff you shed light on here today. Urkikk, Lance stuff, Insect Glaive stuff. Just so much knowledge. Honestly, it surprises me how much people know very particular stuff about Monster Hunter. People love Monster Hunter in different ways, and they play the games in different ways as well, which is quite fascinating.
yeah. Also, one last thing.
One last thing.
Okay?
Okay, I'll let you do the one last thing, but okay, that is the last thing. Go for it. Let me know.
Do you know mounting attack? Like when you climb on a monster,
Yep.
like yeah. When you mount with the insect glaive, back in World, like you can have both the Kinsect and you attacking at the same time
Oh wow.
when you're mounting the monster.
Do you have to prep it before you start mounting, or can you just do it while you're mounting?
No, you have to mark the monster first, and when you mount, the Kinsect will still stay outside and still like doing the powder thing along the way.
Can you still do that in Wilds?
Not anymore. Like in Y, once you enter mount, the Kinsect will immediately chase back to your hand. I kind of miss that, like having your Kinsect flying around while you're doing your mount attack. I just think it's a pretty color kind of thing. I don't care about efficiency. I just like that like mounting pretty color, and then you can pop it while you're mounting, and it's like blast proc and explosion or that.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
These little factors that you can just do like that. Like that's interesting. I wonder if any Insect Glaive guys, if you're watching this right now, did you know about this? Like any of these facts that Urkikk laid on us, do you know any of these? Because I would be interested to see what you guys have to say on it. So Urkikk, thank you for sharing that final Insect Glaive fact.
Yes.
we can,
Maybe today is not our 20-hour discussion.
No, we can. I mean, I don't know about 20 hours. 20 hours is pretty crazy, but we can have more discussions in the future. 100%.
Sure.
We can.
I'm pretty sure there's still a lot of things that I might forget, but who knows?
We'll get there one day, man. We'll get there one day. But
Yeah.
guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think down below. Like, subscribe, and yeah, thank you, Urkikk, for being here. I really appreciate it, man. And have you enjoyed the conversation today?
Pretty fun.
That's good. Yeah, it's good to get people in to talk about Monster Hunter, to share what they like about the game, maybe what they don't like, and just talk about the game in general. So if anyone else wants to, chat about Monster Hunter, send me a message on Discord or so, and yeah, we'll try to schedule a talk. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. We'll catch you guys next time. See ya.
See you next time.